Hi everyone. I wanted to take advantage of the first Friday of our course, the morning of the first Friday of our course, to make a few points. Let me say first, however, that I'm using a new screen capture function here, and so it's I see myself in something of a strange way, and so it will take me whatever a recording or two to really get used to it. So bear with me if I'm a little bit uneasy here. Okay, so down to business. First of all, let me once again welcome you to the class. This is Philosophy 100. It's a extremely interesting and valuable and unique class. And as you can tell, I'm really dedicated to creating the conditions for offering a really rewarding class, because I think this class is special at many levels. It's special in terms of its content. It's special in terms of our relationship for these 8 weeks. And it's also special because it gives you a chance to think in a way that perhaps you haven't had so much experience with. And I think all those things are really positive. Okay, so this is kind of going to be a practical video and not really focused on the content of the class. That will come later on. Okay, first of all, let me repeat in person, so to speak, what I've been saying in emails and on the announcements for a long time now. I don't want you to rush in this class. There's reasons not to rush, and there are no reasons to rush through the assignments. Take all the time you need. Remember, take very seriously what I said about the due dates. The due dates are there to keep you sort of vaguely on track. They are not there as penalties. I do not have zero penalty system in this class. Excuse me. And so you can basically relax. The idea here is that if you need a couple of more days, 3 or 4 or 5 more days, to finish an assignment, please take it. The thing that I do not want you to do in Philosophy 100 is to rush out assignments for arbitrary due dates. Okay, that doesn't help you understand the course. That does not lay the foundation for a rewarding course. Okay, everything we do should be done slowly and carefully. Now, so that's tip 1. Don't rush. Take your time. Find quality time. I would say that's one of the keys to doing really well in the class, is learning to do time management so you have very, very high quality time to do the assignments. Okay, so that's point 1. Point 2 is you'll need to read the assigned texts. As you know, there's no true textbook for the class. You have the whole course readings in a single pamphlet that's been posted all over the our course. And what you want to do, please, is take quite a lot of time to read those very carefully. Basically, you've got to read them a minimum of 3 times as your first read, so to speak. When it comes time to write your papers, you'll probably have to go back and look at them again. But first time through 3 readings, basically 1 quick reading to kind of see what's going on, a second reading to come to terms with the material, and the third reading is to consider how you personally feel about the ideas. Now, there'll be more about that method as our course develops. But so for now, I want to emphasize the thing you don't want to do is skim the stuff. Okay, that just does not work. One of the reasons why there are so few readings in this class, and one of the reasons why the readings are short, is to give you plenty of time to really get into them. Okay, so that's the first thing, to read the text carefully. Secondly is you always want to relate to the text in a personal way. You want to ask yourself always, what does this mean for me? How do I understand this? Take, for example, the prisoners in the cave. You want to say, am I a prisoner? To what extent are the characteristics or the traits of the prisoners things that I know about, or are they completely foreign? And once again, I mean, we'll be working on this. It's not as though I just let you float off into the wide ocean. On the contrary, but so you really want to think about how everything relates to you. Okay, that's the third thing, actually. The fourth thing has to do with videos. Now, you're not going to be tested on those videos. It's not as though you're going to have to like memorize them or take notes. I don't even want you to do this, but I do want you to watch them in an engaged and passionate way. I would highly recommend that you draw family members or friends who have at least a basic interest in these kinds of cultural things, and watch them as a community. And don't just watch them silently by yourself, because there's a lot going on in the videos. They're very high quality for the most part, and they're very interesting. Once again, you're not tested on the videos. They're background, but the background will help you a lot. They'll make the course more fun and more interesting. Now, the final thing that I want to say, and I really try to keep these videos under 10 minutes because for various reasons, but the thing that I want to say is I'm really available. The easiest way to contact me is 301-728-5175. Okay, just text me. I know that sounds a little bit weird because, many professionals don't like to be texted. I like to be texted. I'm the dad of 2 college kids, and the fastest way, and I think the best way to make contact with me is through a text message. I have my phone with me all the time, and here, let's do this. And see, if you texted me now, you would have an immediate response. By and large, I don't let the text messages pile up. I respond to them pretty quickly. And so what kinds of questions would you ask? Well, it doesn't really matter to me. Any questions that you might have, if you want a clarification of where to find something in the classroom, if you want to make sure you're reading the right thing, if you have an idea about the text that you want to run by me, that's great. Once we're writing our papers, I would love to work with you. It's really very convenient. As in, is this a good thesis? Or what do you think of my introduction? And this is the sort of thing that by texting we can do in 2 or 3 minutes, rather than, taking a week to kind of find me, wait for a response, to compose an email to me, and all those kinds of things that take a long time. What I want you to do is just be spontaneous. You've got a question, text me through, and I'll do my very, very, very best to get back to you. If by chance I don't respond, give me 24 hours and just resend the thing. One more tiny thing about this: don't apologize. Don't thank me. Don't have to go into any. There's no drama about this. It's just the best way for us to communicate. Okay, I want to stop now. I hope you're clear about the expectations of the class. If you have any questions, I'm home all weekend and would be more than happy to talk to you. Okay, thanks very much.